Hi, welcome to another Charter Schools USA video tutorial. Today I'm going to be going over the IP321 teacher telephone and going over the different features and button mappings on the phone itself. On your desk you will find this telephone here along with an instruction sheet that also is going to go through the different steps and how to use your telephone as well. First thing I'm going to demonstrate today is the different buttons on the telephone. You'll notice you have the date and time in the display, as well as your extension in the upper right hand corner. You have your keypad. To the right of the keypad you have the hold button, a headset button, speaker button. This is a mute button, and a volume up and volume down. First thing you're going to want to do is set up your voicemail on your phone. Located on the right hand side of your phone is a button that's called Messages. This is the button you will use to access your voicemail to set it up, and the same button you will use to frequently log into your mailbox and listen to your voicemail. First thing you want to do when you log into the voicemail is change your PIN number. The system's going to ask you for a PIN number the first time you log in, and that PIN number is currently set to match your extension number. As we talked earlier, your extension number is located in the upper right hand corner of your screen. For this tutorial, my extension number is extension 1246. So the first time I log in, my PIN number will be 1246. The system will then prompt me to change my password to another 4-digit number. That number cannot be 4 consecutive numbers. It needs to be 4 random numbers for security purposes. So I'm going to go ahead and log in at this time and go through the wizard of setting up my voicemail.
Welcome. Please enter your PIN followed by the pound sign. Since this is your first time accessing your mailbox, you must change your PIN. Please enter your new PIN, followed by the pound sign. Your new PIN is 5624. Press 1 to keep this PIN. Press 1 to manage your external greeting. Press 2 to manage your internal greeting. Press 3 to manage your mailbox name. Press 4 to manage your out-of-office greeting. Or
I'm going to press 1 to manage my external greeting.
This greeting is currently off. Press 1 to record. Press 2 to listen.
I'm going to go ahead and record it.
Turn on. Or after the tone, please record your new greeting. When you have finished, press pound.
You will want to make sure you use your handset to get the best audio quality versus using a speakerphone. Hi, you've reached the voicemail of David Warren. I'm sorry I'm not able to take your call at this time. Please leave me a detailed message and I will return your call shortly. Thank you for calling and have a great day.
Press 1 to keep this recording. Press 2 to recording, save. External greeting. Press 1 to record. Press 2 to listen. Press 3 to turn off, or press star to return to the previous menu.
Return to the previous menu, pressing star.
Press 1 to manage your external greeting. Press 2 to manage your internal greeting. Press 3 to manage your mailbox name.
We're going to press 3 to record our name announcement.
Press 1 to record. Press 2 to listen. After the tone, please say your name. When you have finished, press pound.
David Warren.
Press 1 to keep this recording. Press 2 to recording, save. Mailbox name. Press 1 to record. Press 1 to manage your external greeting. Press 2 to...
Now we can hang up. At this point in time, our mailbox is set up. We've recorded our name announcement, we've recorded our personal greeting, and we've changed our PIN number. Your name announcement is critical so that if somebody calls into the auto attendant and searches a name directory, your name will be listed in the name directory. Now I'm going to demonstrate how to retrieve messages from your voicemail box. If you notice next to your phone, anytime you have a new voicemail message, this little blinking LED light will be lit, and in the display you'll also see that you have a new message. To log into your voicemail box to retrieve your messages, simply hit the message button followed by your new PIN number.
David Warren.
Please enter your PIN followed by the pound sign. You have one new message. Press 1 to listen to new messages. Press 2 today at 1:22 p.m. from
Josh Brodell. Hi, David. This is Josh. Please give me a call back at extension 1014. Thank you.
End of message. Press 3 to forward the message. Press 4.
You can press 7 to delete the message.
Message deleted. No more unheard messages.
And then hang up. You'll notice once you hang up, the blinking LED light is no longer lit and your display is back to normal. Now we're going to discuss how to make an internal telephone call. As we already discussed, your extension on your telephone is listed on the upper right-hand corner of your screen. All extensions on this telephone system are 4-digit lengths. To simply call another extension, all you have to do is dial the extension of the party you wish to reach, and their phone will ring. You can either do this via speakerphone by hitting the speakerphone, or you can use the handset. In this tutorial, we're going to use the speakerphone. I'm going to dial extension 1014. To complete the call, I hit pound. The other party is picked up. I can now talk to that party. I can hang up by simply hitting the end call button. I can hit the speakerphone button, or I can pick up the handset and put the handset back down and the call is completed. Let's try that again. I'm going to call another internal extension simply by dialing the extension. Once I dial the extension, I can hit pound for that call to go ahead and complete, or I can wait for the timer to expire. I'm going to wait for the timer to expire in this demonstration. The call is picked up. I can see who I'm talking to. You'll also notice there's a little timer button in the upper right-hand corner of the screen. All right, I'm going to go ahead and hit the speakerphone button to complete the call. We've already discussed how to make internal calls. Now we're going to talk about how to place an outbound call. Your school has been configured to use the number 8 to specify that the call is destined for an outside number. In this tutorial, we are going to place an outbound call to a local number. Our system has been configured to use 10-digit dialing for local numbers. I will now place an outbound call using the prefix 8 to make an outside call. I'm going to use the speakerphone button, press 8, and the 7-digit number. I can press pound to go ahead and initiate the call immediately. You notice in the display, the call is connecting. It's ringing. And the call is connected. You notice in the upper right-hand side of the screen, we also have a timer that tells you how long you've been on the phone call. Go ahead and hit the speakerphone button to complete the call. Now I'll demonstrate another way to make a phone call, and this applies to inbound as well as internal calls as well as outside calls. We're going to use the speakerphone button again. I'm going to place a call to an internal extension, and I can use the dial button to go ahead and initiate the call. The dial button and the pound button work the same way, and it tells the phone system to go ahead and place the call immediately. I'm going to go ahead and hang up, and I'll show you how to dial a phone, make a phone call a third way. This way is more commonly referred to as how you would normally make a phone call on your cell phone. You can simply dial the digits and then hit dial to go ahead and place the phone call. The next thing we're going to talk about is your volume settings. Your telephone has a volume up and volume down button located at the bottom of the keypad. These volume settings represent 3 different settings. One is your ringer volume. You adjust that when you are not on a call and the phone is in an idle state simply by pressing the volume up to increase the volume or volume down to lower the volume. While on a handset call or even just off hook, your volume up and down modifies the volume in your headset. Hit the speakerphone button to adjust the volume on your speakerphone. There's also a headset button located right above the speakerphone button, and if you are using a headset, the volume up and volume down will also adjust the headset volume. The next thing I'd like to demonstrate for you today is some call answering techniques. We are going to demonstrate an inbound call to your telephone and show you how to appropriately answer the phone call or how to field the call according to the scenario that you're in. So let's go ahead and have an inbound call to my telephone here. You notice in the display, it shows the person that's calling. Underneath the display, it also has the ability to ignore the call or answer the call. I'm going to go ahead and answer the call. And I'm on speakerphone right now. And now I have some new options that have presented themselves in the display. I can end the call, I can transfer the call, or I can do a conference. Let's say you have a call that comes into your extension and the call is not for you and you'd like to transfer that call to another internal extension. Well, once you have the live call, simply hit the transfer button followed by the extension that you want to transfer the call to. In this tutorial, I'm going to transfer it to extension 1026. I've hit the transfer button once. I dial 1026. I hit dial.
Hi, you've reached voicemail David Warren.
And now I can hit transfer a second time to complete the call transfer. There's two steps in placing a call and transfer. You have to hit the transfer once to initiate it and transfer twice to complete the transfer. Let's try that one more time. If we could have another inbound call to extension 1246. I answer the phone call. The transfer button becomes available in the display. Go ahead and hit the transfer. I now dial an extension I would like to transfer the call to. In this tutorial, I'm going to transfer it to extension 1014. I hit dial. I wait for the other party to pick up. And that party is picked up. And now I can go ahead and hit the transfer button to complete the transfer. Let's have another inbound call to 1246. I'm going to go ahead and answer the phone call. This time I'm going to use a handset. And now I'm going to go ahead and place the call on hold. The hold button is located on the right-hand side of your telephone. Hit the hold key. And now that call is on hold and they're listening to music on hold. I now can place the handset back on its cradle and I have roughly about 3 minutes before that phone call will start ringing back at my telephone to let me know that I've forgotten somebody on hold. To go ahead and resume the call, you'll notice in the display there's a button that says resume, or you can hit the hold button. I'm going to go ahead and hit the resume button in the display, and now I have the call live back on my telephone. I'm going to go ahead and hang up the call at this time. So now we've talked about how to use the hold button and how to use the transfer button. It's very important that you don't put a call on hold and then try and transfer it. In order to place a call and transfer, you must have a live call on your handset. It cannot be on hold. Once again, in order to transfer a call, the call must be live on your handset or on your speakerphone. Hit the transfer button, dial the extension, wait for them to pick up, hit transfer a second time to complete the transfer. One of the features configured on this system is called Call Park. Call Park allows the receptionist to take a call, place it on hold, get it off their telephone, and make an all page throughout the school to track you down if you're not at your desk. So in this tutorial, we're going to demonstrate how to pick up a call that's been parked for you by demonstrating a call that's on park. The receptionist making an all page to get my attention, and now I will have the ability to go to any telephone in the school, press the unpark feature code, and retrieve that call. So if we can go ahead and get an all page.
Mr. Warren, you have a call parked at 1.
Okay, so just heard an announcement that says I have a call parked at 1. I can go to any telephone in the school and press the unpark feature code and retrieve that call. So the call's been parked at 1. The unparked feature code is *98#. So I hit the speakerphone button, or I can go off hook.
Please enter your pickup ID.
Pickup ID is 1. and now I have a live call. That call is live on my telephone. You can see the outside caller ID, and I can go ahead and talk normally and hang up the call when I'm done. Okay, so now we've demonstrated how to pick up a call that's been placed on park for you. We've demonstrated how to place a call on hold, how to pick that call back up, how to transfer the call to another extension if the call's not for you, how to set up your voicemail, and how to retrieve it. Now we're going to talk about how to look at call logs that are on your telephone. As we discussed earlier today, you notice that you have a missed call that's in the display screen. To go ahead and clear that or to view the call logs, you're going to go ahead and hit the menu button, and we're going to scroll down to Features. Go ahead and hit the little swoosh or little check there to go into Features, and scroll down. Scroll all the way down till you get to number 6, which is Call Logs. To go into that, again, hit the little swoosh button, and now we can see calls that we've received, calls we've placed, and we can also hit number 3 to go ahead and clear calls. We're going to go ahead and clear calls by pressing number 3, and it's going to ask you what kind of calls do you want to clear. Do you want to clear calls that you've received, calls that you've placed? I'm going to go ahead and clear calls that I received at this point in time. Press number 1 with the number that's associated with it. Yes, I want to go ahead and clear those calls, and the calls are cleared off the telephone. Go ahead and hit the menu button until it goes all the way back to the normal display in your telephone. You notice now I do not have the little missed call button or indicator that's at the top of the screen. Last thing I want to talk about on this telephone is the corporate directory. Your telephone has been configured to synchronize with the corporate directory. To access the corporate directory, hit the menu button, go into Features, and scroll down until you see Corporate Directory, which is number 5. Number 4 says Contact Directory, which is completely different. Corporate Directory will give you access to everybody that's on the system. You will want to search the directory by entering the first few letters of the person's last name. In this tutorial, I'll be entering BR as the first 2 letters of the last name. Now I can go ahead and hit Submit, and it pulls up a list of anything that matches. You notice I have a name that's listed here, Brodell Joshua, and there's a number associated with it. Make sure there's a number associated with the name in order to place a call. So I'm going to go ahead and select this and go ahead and dial. This completes our tutorial on the teacher telephone. Please feel free to refer to the handout that's associated with every single telephone for further instructions. Thank you.